Dr. Snehasi Bhunia sir, who is professor in Department of Physiology, Uttar Pradesh University of Medical Sciences. He is heading the Department of Physiology at various places, but sir will join us shortly.
Now I would like to request our esteemed speaker, Dr. Ramji Singh sir, who is joined as Executive Director of AIMS Kalyani in 2020, who did his MBBS from SK Medical College, Muzaffarpur, Bihar, and MD in Physiology from King George Medical College. He was invited as guest speaker, guest of honor, and chief guest at various academic forums and institutes. Please, sir, join us on stage.
Have a huge round of applause for sir, please.
स्लाइड्स लगा दो। हाँ सर, ये चीज़ होल्ड के लिए ये स्लाइड आगे करने के लिए स्लाइड पीछे करो। ठीक।
Namaskar, Honorable Chairpersons, dignitaries of the dais, students and friends. Millets, now everyone know, because last year we celebrated International Year of the Millets declared by UNESCO. But those with my age and belong to rural areas are familiar with millets. Are the jowar and bajra. We commonly know with these names, and there are number of them. Other things like sama, kodo, ragi. In fact, what I remember in my childhood, in my village, we never saw wheat and rice. There was Chena was one of the rice-like substance which I used to eat whenever I visit the villages. Then makka was common, though it doesn't come in under millet, but the deshi makka was one of the staple diet for the villages. And with milk and gur, jaggery. Even sugar was not available in my village. And I don't remember any person was having high blood pressure or diabetes. Of course, I clearly remember one of गांव में तो सभी लोग जो है रिश्तेदारी होते हैं, वो पंडिताई करते थे, वो घरों घरों में जाके जो है, तो उन लोगों का रहता था कि पक्का भोजन करना। तो पक्का भोजन में पूड़ी होती थी, तो गेहूं का आटा वो खाते थे, चीनी रहता था, खीर, मिठाई. So he was having high blood pressure. And suddenly one day, while entering in his house, he fell down. He had nose bleeding. And now we all know it was hypertension which has caused that bleeding, and he died suddenly. Just wanted to tell this story to emphasize that the lifestyle diseases, of course stress is one of the major factor, but probably the food which is not of this region's origin was another predisposing factor. So we can say millets, a wholesome food which may be necessary for holistic health. These are collective group of small seeded annual grasses that are grown in as a grain crop primarily on marginal land in dry areas of temperate, subtropical and tropical regions. Though I just narrated a story of India only, but it is grown worldwide, as much as 131 countries. And traditional food, millet, about 59 crore people are still having as a primary diet in Asia and Africa. This is the distribution of the area and the amount which is being grown worldwide. In India, the major crop of the millet is bajra, jawar, ragi and small millets. Bajra and jawar are the major contributor. Those who have been in Maharashtra might be aware that the government has promoted Junka Bhakar Kendras and quite cheap food is available. Bhakri is the roti or the chapati which is commonly taken. And nowadays, in fact, they are considered as delicacy. And I think after declaration of 2023 as an International Year of Millet, this has been more common. India produces 80% of the total Asia's millet production. And global average is just 1229 kg per hectare, and India is having 1239 kg per hectare. So it means still India is one of the leading producers of millet. These are the common millet found in India, that is Rajgira, Sanwa, Kuttu, Ragi, Kangni, Kodo, Sama, Bajra, Chena and Jawar. We are familiar with these names, so the English names are there. As I said about my knowledge of millet production and habit of eating, the history is almost same, and it was around 5 decades ago that it was a the staple food in India. But with import of wheat and propagation of rice, particularly the processed rice, the utilization of millet has decreased. This has resulted in increased land being used for more production of wheat and rice and affecting the production of millets. What are the benefits of millets? Millets are considered to be the sole crop that will handle critical challenges in the future such as food, fuel, malnutrition, health and climate change. So not only the physical health, it is the climatic health also is affected by millets, because they are growing quickly as compared to the other produce,
This makes it the ideal crop, contributing to its rapid spread across the Asia and into Europe. Millet is now the sixth most important cereal grain in the world. And as I told that 2023 was declared on 3rd March 20 as International Year of Millets. Incidentally, we can say that we can celebrate as the Day of Millet every 3rd March. Nutritional composition,
Mainly it is carbohydrate, 65%, high proportion of which is in the form of non-starchy polysaccharides and dietary fiber, which helps in preventing constipation, lowering blood cholesterol, and the characteristically slow release of glucose, and that is why these foods are said to be having lower glycemic index. And therefore, they also help in lowering the incidence of cardiovascular diseases, duodenal ulcer, hyperglycemia. Millet grains are also rich in important vitamins like thiamine, riboflavin, folic acid, and niacin. They are rich in some of the minerals as compared to the rice and wheat, as well as fatty acids. They also contribute to antioxidant activity. And they have important role in aging and metabolic diseases. They have particularly the ragi is having highest calcium content in it. We all know about the dietary fiber and its advantage. They are water absorbing and bulking property, increased transit time of the food in the gut, bile acid and steroid binding is there, retards carbohydrate absorption and decreases the impaired glucose tolerance, toxins are bound to it, and divalent cations are also bound. So with these functions, they have the different health advantages. In some of these functional activities, some particular millets are responsible, but by and large, almost all millets are having these properties in either smaller content or a larger content.